In a new online video, pro-life activist Lila Rose dispels the myth that abortion makes up just 3% of Planned Parenthood's business. Live Action President Lila Rose joining us by Skype from the San Francisco Bay Area. Lila, why do you call Planned Parenthood's common claim a myth?
Well, first of all, their common claim is that 3% of what they do, Brian, is abortion, only 3%. And even Slate has called this the most meaningless abortion statistic ever. And the Washington Post, which is not particularly pro-life, as we know, has given this 3 Pinocchios, saying it's very misleading. And so what we did at Live Action is we unpacked the number a little bit about how Planned Parenthood is misleading and how they're actually the biggest abortion chain in this country, committing almost a third of the nation's abortions. That's over 320,000 every year, and yet less than 3% of the nation's Pap tests and breast cancer exams.
And they get taxpayers' dollars. How does Planned Parenthood try to avoid linking that tax money with the abortions that it conducts?
It's a great question. I mean, their whole empire of taxpayer money, which is, again, over $500 million a year, is built on the lie that they are not about abortion, but about women's health. Because the reality is, Brian, as you know, most Americans are not comfortable with abortion, and they're certainly not comfortable with taxpayer funding of it. So Planned Parenthood tries to veil what they do by saying they're about women's health, and that's what their misinformation campaign is about. And yet when you unpack the numbers, again, less than 3% of the nation's cancer screenings, but over a third, or nearly a third, of the nation's abortion. So it's pretty clear they're focused on abortion.
So how do they get away with repeatedly claiming this without being challenged?
It's a good question. I mean, even Elizabeth Warren, the senator, has said this is only 3% of what they do during congressional testimony. Their president has said it. Unfortunately, it's because they have friends in high places. As you know, in the White House, President Obama was reelected with, in part, over $15 million of Planned Parenthood's money in 2012. And in this election, Brian, Planned Parenthood is spending over $30 million. It's crazy because they know that their entire empire of abortion is built on a house of cards, and they need the political support. That's why this election is crucial. Every election is, but their taxpayer money is on the line, and they know it.
Lila Rose, president of Live Action, joining us by Skype from the San Francisco Bay Area. Lila, thanks for your good work.
Thank you, Brian.